The Russia-Ukraine conflict has evolved from massive ground battles that once dominated headlines and shaped the fate of entire regions, to a war of endurance and innovation, where both sides are locked in a struggle that tests not just their armies, but their societies and economies as well. Both sides now fight not just on the front lines, but in the skies, at sea, and deep within their industrial heartlands, where the true engines of war reside. Ukraine, unable to match Russia's vast resources and manpower in a direct confrontation, has shifted its focus to targeting the factories and supply chains that fuel Russia's military might. This marks a move from simply defending territory to actively disrupting Russia's war machine at its very source, striking where it hurts most. Asymmetrical warfare, using small, precise actions for outsized impact, has become Ukraine's strategy, allowing it to punch above its weight and keep Russia off balance. Striking a single critical factory can do more damage than destroying dozens of tanks on the battlefield, crippling supply lines and halting production for weeks or even months. The attack on the Smolensk Aviation plant in January 2026 was a turning point, demonstrating Ukraine's growing ability to hit deep inside Russia and disrupt its military infrastructure. This was a calculated strike, not a random act, aimed at a vital node in Russia's military production network, sending a clear message about Ukraine's reach and resolve. Ukraine is no longer just defending, it's dismantling the industrial engine behind Russia's war effort, forcing Moscow to rethink its own strategies. The war's new front is not just on the battlefield, but in the factories and supply chains that keep the conflict alive, shaping the future of this long and grinding war. Drones began as reconnaissance tools, providing commanders with real-time intelligence and a bird's-eye view of the battlefield that was previously unimaginable. But they quickly evolved, becoming the weapon of choice for both sides, capable of delivering precise and devastating strikes from a distance. Cheap, numerous, and risk-free for pilots, drones have leveled the playing field for Ukraine, allowing them to counter a much larger and better-equipped adversary. Modified commercial drones now drop grenades on enemy trenches, turning everyday technology into lethal weapons on the front lines. Meanwhile, custom-built models are designed to strike deep into enemy territory, targeting supply lines, command posts, and critical infrastructure. The constant threat of drone attacks has forced soldiers on both sides to adapt to a new kind of warfare, where the sky is always a potential danger zone. Ukraine has made drones central to its military doctrine, ramping up domestic production to unprecedented levels and investing heavily in research and development. This has created a diverse arsenal, ranging from small, short-range tactical UAVs for frontline operations to advanced long-range strike drones capable of reaching far behind enemy lines. Drones now allow Ukraine to hit targets that would be unreachable by conventional means, extending their operational reach and disrupting enemy plans. The rise of drones has fundamentally changed the war, giving Ukraine a powerful tool to challenge Russia's might and rewrite the rules of engagement. These unmanned systems are not just weapons, they are a symbol of Ukrainian resilience, ingenuity, and the determination to defend their homeland. The drone war has redefined what's possible on the modern battlefield, ushering in a new era of warfare, where technology and innovation are as crucial as courage. The Smolensk Aviation plant, just 200 miles from Ukraine, is a linchpin of Russia's defense industry. Its most crucial role, sole manufacturer of the Kate-59 cruise missile, a key weapon in Russia's long-range arsenal. These missiles, launched from advanced jets, have struck Ukrainian cities and infrastructure throughout the war. The plant's unique specialization makes it a single point of failure. If it's disrupted, Russia can't easily replace its Kate-59 stockpile. Every missile produced, there is a direct threat to Ukraine. For Ukrainian planners, targeting Smolensk was about cutting off a deadly weapon at its source. Disabling this factory meant striking at the heart of Russia's offensive power. On January 16, 2026, Ukraine launched a daring drone strike on the Smolensk Aviation plant. 3 UJ-22 drones traveled deep into Russian airspace, carrying PG-7V anti-tank grenades for precision damage. 2 drones penetrated defenses and hit their targets, crippling key production lines inside the factory. The attack halted operations, showing Ukraine's ability to bypass Russian air defenses and strike with accuracy. The PG-7V warheads caused fires and destroyed sensitive machinery, stopping Kh-59 missile assembly. This operation was a triumph of planning, intelligence, and technology. Ukraine proved it could exploit vulnerabilities in Russia's defense industry, the strike sent a clear message: nowhere in Russia is truly safe from Ukrainian reach. Ukraine's drones have become a formidable strategic weapon, changing the rules of engagement. The Smolensk drone strike delivered a crippling blow to Russia's military capabilities, sending shockwaves through its defense sector and exposing deep vulnerabilities. The factory's sudden shutdown instantly severed the Kh-59 missile production line, creating a critical shortage for Russia's Air Force and disrupting the supply of one of its most relied-upon standoff weapons. With no alternative facility ready to take over, Russia now faces a long-term gap in missile manufacturing, which could take months or even years to fully recover from. Repairing the plant will be both costly and time-consuming, requiring specialized equipment and skilled labor, directly impacting Russia's operational planning and stretching its already strained resources. The loss of Kh-59s limits Russia's ability to launch standoff attacks, forcing its Air Force to adopt riskier tactics or rely on less effective, outdated weapons, which could reduce their effectiveness on the battlefield. The strike also has significant psychological effects, shaking confidence among workers and military officials, and exposing vulnerabilities in Russia's military-industrial complex to both domestic and international observers. Russia must now divert valuable resources to defend factories deep inside its territory, stretching its security forces thinner and weakening its frontline posture in the process. The attack is a stark reminder that the war's consequences now reach into Russia's industrial heartland, threatening the stability of regions once considered safe from direct conflict. Ukraine's evolving strategy is forcing Russia to fight a defensive battle on multiple fronts, stretching its military and industrial resources to the limit. The Smolensk strike is a turning point in the war's industrial dimension, signaling a new phase where attacks on critical infrastructure could reshape the conflict's outcome. The Smolensk attack is part of Ukraine's broader strategy to target Russia's military-industrial complex. No longer just defending, Ukraine is systematically disrupting weapon production at its source. Drones have enabled Ukraine to strike deep into Russian territory, targeting factories, oil depots, and supply hubs. Previous attacks, like the strike on the Bolkhov semiconductor plant, have created ripple effects across Russia's war economy. These are not random hits, they're calculated moves to dismantle Russia's logistical backbone. By targeting the only Kh-59 producer, Ukraine aimed to create a weapon shortage and weaken Russia's offensive power. This economic and industrial warfare inflicts damage far beyond the cost of the drones. Ukraine is waging a sophisticated, multi-layered campaign for maximum strategic effect. The war is now as much about crippling industry as winning battles. The Smolensk strike showcased two contrasting weapons: Ukraine's UJ-22 drone and Russia's Kh-59 missile. The UJ-22, a simple propeller-driven UAV, can reach targets 500 miles away and carry a 45-pound warhead. Its precision makes it ideal for disabling specific machinery rather than causing indiscriminate destruction. The UJ-22 is affordable, versatile, and changing the dynamics of modern conflict. The Kh-59, by contrast, is a sophisticated, air-launched cruise missile with stealth features and a 280-mile range. It's designed for precision strikes on high-value targets, but its complex production is a vulnerability. All Kh-59s come from the Smolensk plant, making it a single point of failure. The clash between the mass-produced UJ-22 and the high-tech Kh-59 highlights the asymmetrical nature of this war. Ukraine's drones are rewriting the rules of military power. The future of warfare is being shaped by innovation and adaptability. Shutting down the Smolensk plant is a strategic victory for Ukraine with far-reaching effects. Russia's missile supply chain is disrupted, forcing commanders to ration Kh-59s or use less effective weapons. The strike proves Ukraine can hit the sources of Russia's power, turning the industrial heartland into a battlefield. Russia is now forced onto the defensive, protecting its own rear areas. The success of this mission will likely inspire more attacks on critical Russian facilities. Systematic disruption could cripple Russia's war effort over time, weakening its entire military machine. Ukraine has shown it can fight back deep inside Russia, not just on the front lines. Smart, affordable drones are degrading Russia's advantage and saving Ukrainian lives. The shutdown of Smolensk signals a new phase. Industrial capacity is now as crucial as battlefield control.